Jaguar presentation. In this enclosure, loaded up to the back, we do have two male Jaguars. Their names are Mia and Magnum. And the boys are actually 16 years old. I will say that average lifespan for Jaguars in captivity is right around 15. So they are our senior gentlemen. And overall, when it comes to their training, when they come out and do their training presentation, a lot of it, specifically with Mia, will be very physiotherapy based. But I'll get into that a little bit later when he comes and does his portion of that training presentation. I will say that they have a little bit of an interesting story when it comes to how they got to be here at the park. We rescued their parents from a facility in British Columbia. At the time, that facility was closing down, and when we got their parents, they were actually quite old. They were right around that 12, 13-year old range, and they hadn't bred for about 7 or 8 years. Now, I don't know if you can tell just by looking at the enclosure. It's kind of romantic, apparently, and so they ended up having babies. Mia and Magnum were actually born here at the park. They've been here their entire lives. They're our own happy little oops, but as Bob Ross says, there are no mistakes, only happy accidents. So, they have been here for that period of time, and they will do a wonderful training presentation, I am sure. Now, when it comes to Jaguars specifically, they are considered the third largest of all of the big cats. Number 2 is actually the lions, and number 1 is the Amur tiger. So in this area, we do have the 3 largest cats in the world today, which is pretty cool. And they have earned themselves the moniker of the pit bull of the cat family. And that is not only because of their immense jaw strength, but also because of their overall physicality. So when the boys do come out, you'll notice right away that they are quite stocky, and they are very, very muscular. Specifically with their jaws, they have the strongest bite force out of all of the big cats, about 1,500 to 2,000 pounds of pressure in their jaws. Strong enough to bite through a turtle or tortoise's shell in one bite. So very, very strong there. Not only that, but overall with their body strength, these boys on average weigh right around 200 pounds. They can easily carry 600 pounds straight up a tree. So they are immensely strong. When it comes to the type of training that we do here at the park, it's called positive reinforcement. And what that means is that the animals asked to do a behavior. If they do the behavior that's asked, they get a food and verbal reward. And if they don't do the behavior, you can either ask again or you just move on. There's never anything negative about it. We always keep it fun and positive. And let me tell you, we are always changing it up in one way or another, because that way it doesn't become a routine. And just like with anything with routine, eventually if you just go through the motions and you're doing it over and over again the same way, it no longer becomes physically or mentally stimulating, and overall that is not the goal of training. In fact, training is one of, if not the highest form of enrichment that you can give an animal in captivity. So it's very much like us. If we were to sit at home all day and do absolutely nothing, we'd probably get pretty bored. Training gives them that sort of feeling of I have to remember things that I know, I have to do things in a specific order that the trainer has decided.
Or I'll just decide my own order that the trainer didn't decide. Can you stay? That's all I wanted. Thank you.
And sort of keep that mental stimulation going.
Do you got peps in your step?
Now this is Mr. Magnum. We're gonna dance?
Jinx, you
There you go. And with Mr. Magnum, specifically you'll notice that he is a little bit different in coloration compared to his brother, but they are in fact twins. Magnum is black and spotted, whereas his brother is just tanned and spotted. So depending on the way that the light is working today, he very well may have those spots specifically on his back end, and they're very easy to see at that point. Now, not only does Magnum have unbelievable strength and good looks, but he's also very, very intelligent. He knows the difference between big, medium, and little. So he was asked to find his big log, and look at that. He's like, I found a big log. Feel free to give him a round of applause.
Woo!
He's like, yeah, I made it all the way up there. Get that big log.
Jacob, this little man over here wants this Jaguar to talk. Did you get your magical wand and go below something like that?
Oh. I like the magic wand. Oh yeah, already. Come over here.
One more time.
Did you hear that? Was it cool or what? Super cool. No problem. The magic wand is my favorite thing. So with that behavior specifically, if anyone on this side did see it, it is just a Y, and that's just simply him opening his mouth. It does look super cool, but But not only does it look cool, it's also a wonderful medical behavior. And overall, medical training is the most important reason why we train here at the park, so that they can participate in their own medical needs. And so, while an open jaguar mouth looks super cool, it also gives us the ability to check his teeth and make sure that they are looking all nice and perfect.
Fine. One more.
Cool, eh? Yeah, I think so too. And so because Magnum is that black coloration, did you notice his claws right off the bat there? Pretty cool, eh? Overall, another wonderful medical behavior that we have for the boys to be able to do is we can check those claws and we can actually trim their nails. As big cats get older, they don't scratch as much as they used to, and so you can experience what's called rapid claw growth, where those claws grow faster than they're getting worn down, and they can actually cause foot problems and cause those problems for the claw itself. And so we have the boys trained to be able to present their paws at the back so we can't even train them, or so that we can't even trim those nails, which is really cool. Now Magnum was asked to find his little log.
Did he find a little one?
Yes, he did.
No?
No?
There's no little one back there today? Normally he likes to play the game of, I'm going to pick the little log that Serena can't see. And when he does find that little log, let's be sure to give him a big round of applause. There we go.
Jacob, this little guy would like the jaguar to talk again.
Oh! Well, I guess I could do that. Twist my rubber arm. Cool, eh?
So cool.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Thank you.
no
I
problem.
want him to do this again. I'm like, okay.
Who am I?
Two-year-olds run my life. It doesn't matter if it's human or animals.
Now Magnum is quite impressive when it comes to his overall ability to back up. Look at that, that's straight as an arrow. I have been modeling my ability to back up a truck. After watching that, I am not that good just yet. Serena can attest to that, but I mean baby steps.
All right, Meg, go load up.
So, Magnum is going to load up at the back. In the meantime, we'll have a little bit of an intermission before Mia does come out and do his side of the training
We're
presentation.
already set up for him.
Perfect.